if I sat down and thought of all the great safe places to put your money, the only one that really comes to mind is gold.
Why should I stack silver?
To get it before it's too late. Silver will be useful as a currency, okay, or a substitute for currency for all these people who are criticizing me.
Buy your precious metals online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold and silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new.
Very cool. Nice. What do you have today, Tim, for silver and gold?
Everything. Yeah, we have a lot of Silvertown. We have a lot of Highland Mint.
The sunshine.
Sunshine. Got a couple of those.
Yeah.
I like the spread, Tim. You did a really good job this time of filling out this display.
Some guy came in there and put all these 10-ounce bars. I'm waiting for the glass to break.
What?
You don't know who that was?
Yeah, I do. Silvertown. Love it. This thing is really toned up. Wow.
Okay, and how many are you wanting to sell? Okay, so you have 5 tubes. Okay, I would say just bring them in anytime. We are buying them, yes.
These are kind of cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Yeah, we're doing the talents.
Ooh, you're doing talents.
Okay, so how many of these bars we have?
All right, so you had 10. You were allocating by style?
Yeah, I don't need to do that
Yeah,
anymore.
so there's 20 here. Check it out.
20 total, okay.
20 bars.
2,
1 ounces.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Kind of a smorgasbord.
A few SD Bullion bars in there.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Silvertown.
Silvertown.
It's an old guy.
Johnson Matthey.
Yeah.
There's an SD.
Yeah.
Very nice. So you're making fun of me for riding my bike over here?
No.
Yes, you
We're
were.
telling people that you came from 50 miles away.
I got to get my exercise in.
We have the 2 American Eagles, these 2 bar, this, and 20 of those.
Right.
Okay.
Are those fractional down there?
Oh, the little ones? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
1
grams.
grammars. Yeah.
Not today.
Okay.
You
You just
give me
asked if
dirty
you had
this-
any dirty, nasty silver eagles. Do you have?
I sold them all to that guy Yankee.
You don't have any more.
There are probably some on the stairs back there.
Where I went to get these bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me to look for the 1 ounce bars. Yeah, that's not how the 1 ounce bars boxes should be labeled, Tim.
Well, I did. I just wanted to confuse the robbers when they came in.
Yeah, subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
Yeah, so you're filming me for some reason here, Yankee?
Are you done with this, gentleman?
Well, let's see. He
wanna
made
make sure
it.
you're done, 'cause I
He
want-
does have some money left, so maybe not. the amount of silver this guy's buying, he'd be taken care of in the Weimar Republic. Which is coming to
To a theater near you.
a state near you.
Oh boy.
Scary.
It is scary.
Well, our
So
our
there's-
interview, it sparked quite a lot of conversation. People are saying, Tim, you're hurting the case for silver. Why would I even invest in silver after what you just said? I tried to answer it, but I want to hear your answer on
Well,
that.
the answer is, why has silver not gotten back to $50 an ounce? Why does it go up to 30-something and drop back to 29, 28? There's a reason for that.
I know.
Okay,
And you made that case.
If there were more industrial use of silver, that wouldn't happen. I think the only crying need for silver would be for barter.
For monetary. So that brings me to the question that not everyone, a lot of people are asking, why should I stack silver?
To get it before it's too late.
And what is the too late?
When we go to a barter community. I think there's barter all over the country. And silver is the easiest thing to use for barter. And, you know, keep in mind that the easiest barter is dimes, quarters, and half dollars prior to 1965. And the availability of those is starting to drop.
Your narrative was in stark contrast to the Wall Street silver, silver apes, to the moon silver, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, I did hear somebody say that silver is going to $5,000 an ounce. Not in my lifetime. It will come in handy. But going into the thousands, not going to happen.
You're 78 years old, right?
Yes, I am.
Do you think it's foolish for someone like me, 58, to be stacking for a worst case scenario?
No, I don't think it's foolish at all. People should have enough backup to last a year in case, you know, we don't elect a government that wants to shy away from wars, and we re-elect a government that is willing to go to war whenever they feel like it. Because every international incident causes inflation. And why? Because there are governments around the world, not too many of them, fortunately, that like to fund conflict. Let's say there's a conflict between Russia and, let's say, you know, a former Soviet Union country, and why are we keeping this going by sending hundreds of billions of dollars into that fray? I think it's senseless. You want a war to stop, sit down and negotiate and stop funding the war.
I agree with
Period.
you.
The defense contractors don't want that.
Well, there are a lot of contractors that don't want that.
This gentleman right here actually said that he doesn't think it would matter if it was Kermit the Frog in the White House when it comes to fiscal and monetary policy. Am I correct?
100%. Stop printing money. It's too much. It's not sustainable. $35 trillion in debt and adding $1 trillion every 100 days.
Yeah.
That's unsustainable.
He's got a point when it comes to
He
some
does
fiscal
have a
and monetary
point,
policy.
because if you listen to the chairman of the Fed, the last one and the current one, one of the things they always maintain is they have to maintain the capital reserves of the commercial banks. Okay, that's a lot of cash, because the only reason that they are maintaining the capital reserves of the bank is so if there's a run on the bank, they have enough cash to survive.
Right.
So they're always going to print piles of cash just to take care of those commercial banks, which are now all aligned with investment houses, because Glass-Steagall is gone and not coming back.
So your optimism, I should say, that gold and silver will basically be flat for the next 4 years is based on what you hope and believe Donald Trump can do in the White House.
I'm very hopeful for what he can do, but he still doesn't have any allies in Washington. And if he doesn't get control of Congress, the spending will continue.
That's the biggest
Okay.
thing right there.
That's the problem.
That's the biggest thing. If Trump wins, he has to have control of the House and Senate or it won't go anywhere. That's the biggest
There
thing.
won't be any change at all.
Nothing.
And keep in mind that gold is a different entity altogether because it's more affected by world events. If China figures that the renminbi seems to be losing value, we're going to go out and buy a whole lot more gold. Same that Turkey did.
Are you a true believer in gold and silver as a good way to prepare yourself and to ensure your future?
Well, if I sat down and thought of all the great safe places to put your money, the only one that really comes to mind is gold. I've had my difficulty with banks, and
Well documented.
to be having the trouble that I've been having with banks, there's got to be a problem in the banking community.
Sure, the system's
A
broken.
lot of banks are having a great deal of difficulty. I don't know if the right term is staying afloat, but it might be. Everybody needs to be more careful with their money.
Yeah.
And limit how much you're putting in the bank.
You're saying gold, but you do still believe that purchasing silver as a hedge, as a form of barter, potential barter, is still a good idea.
Oh yeah, I think silver is a bargain price, and
But useful in the future potentially.
useful in the future in a lot of ways. I mean, look, I can go to an ice cream stand down in Haverhill and use silver to buy an ice cream cone.
That's true. That's true. I hope I get to interview him soon.
Yeah,
but
you got to get him some business down there.
yeah, I do. I need to get down there. But I guess a lot of people have questioned what you said that Thursday night and again on Tuesday when I took the excerpt and wondered, wait a minute, does he really believe in silver or is he just selling it to pay his bills and to make money?
I think silver is going to be as valuable as money, and not too distant, not too far in the future. It's going to be
just after you're gone.
probably, yeah.
Man, you are optimistic about the timing. You really are. Are you as optimistic?
Not
Domestic.
really. I honestly think that the dollar will not be the reserve currency in my lifetime.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you?
Yeah,
Are you
that's what I'm
implying that
driving.
I was optimistic
I
about
was
the dollar?
questioning whether you were optimistic that in your lifetime you're not going to need gold and silver.
No. In my lifetime, silver's not going to go to $5,000 an ounce in my lifetime.
I getcha.
Is it going to go to $50 an ounce? I think that's a good probability.
Not 100.
And I think that's out of the question.
That's worst case
in my
scenario.
lifetime. Yes,
If it goes to 50 or like 100, we got much bigger problems. than
that's
that.
exactly right.
Much
That's
bigger problems.
Exactly
If
right.
if silver's at 100, gold must be at like a 10,000.
That's why I stack, Tim, for that potential. And if I'm wrong in my lifetime, I'll pass it on to my kids. It's insurance. I only got 18% of my wealth in it. I'm not all in on silver and gold thinking I'm going to make a pile of money.
It's a very useful metal, and there are people like me who, when they took the silver out of the coins in 1964, I said, well, that's a good reason to get more. When I first went to work for IBM, I was buying bags of dimes, quarters, and halves.
I guess people don't understand it from a dealer's perspective. This is your business. This is how you pay your bills.
It doesn't matter what your business is. You need to provide for your family. It's just that the ways of providing for your family are getting more and more uncertain. And, it used to be, back before the 87 crash, the way you bought good stocks that
Right.
paid dividends, and that's your portfolio that you're going to leave for your kids.
That's old school.
Well, it is, and look at the markets today. It's the only stocks that anybody wants to buy are the
Tech stocks.
tech stocks that are taking off.
Magnificent Seven.
Exactly.
Or a brand new electric car that can fly. Pretty soon, you could open up a sandwich shop and call it the AI Cafe, and somebody will buy your stock. My view of future is different from your view of future, and I think there are lots and lots of stackers that are my age, because I talk to them every day. Why are they buying silver? Because they may need it as a currency.
I get it.
Okay? We don't know what is going to happen in the next election, because there are very few people in Washington who are concerned about you or me and our future. The more that we spend billions of dollars trying to make ourselves popular around the world, the worse our future is going to be. And, we haven't had a president yet, okay, including all of them, who has taken a close look at the spending and said, okay, this has to stop now.
Did you say all?
All.
Do you think we're going to see a different Trump fiscally, Tim?
Yeah,
Fiscally?
only if he has Congress.
How high do you think gold will go this year?
25.
25.
It's a great buying opportunity, okay? But not just for me, for all these people who are criticizing me. Makes it a better opportunity for them.
They're not criticizing. They were just questioning the stance. That's all it was. They were confused.
Well,
Sounds
think
like
most of
I
them-
tell you that it's going to, when it's up around 24.74, it's going to correct. And it did. And unfortunately, people were bringing me stuff in at 24.74. I bought a lot of gold at that price.
Come on, give me. I can tell you're trying to
So-
figure out how to give me a hard
Well,
time.
I was trying to figure out how you're going to take all my packages to the post office on your bike.